What's up, everyone? I'm Mitch,
I'm Jack.
And I'm Matt.
and welcome to a special edition of Fifth Quarter. We're doing a mock draft today in honor of the NFL draft. So, before we get underway, anyone have anything to say, or do you want to jump right into it?
We're 3 hours out. This is like as close as
Yeah.
you're gonna get to.
Yes.
Like this is the last time I'm gonna look at PFF for a little bit. So
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
yeah,
All right.
I think I'm ready. So
Jack, you
I'm
are
the
officially on the
Raiders.
clock. Let me know when you have your pick.
I'm on the clock, and I mean I have my pick.
Are you
This is
ready?
how fast it should take the Raiders
Wait.
in real life. Yeah, let me know.
All right, Jack is walking up to the podium.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so loud.
I was hoping you were gonna play that.
That's
Yes.
so good.
All right, Jack, you're on the clock.
With the first overall pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
Yeah.
To
Good
no
pick,
one's
good
surprise,
pick.
yeah. To no
I
one's
mean,
surprise.
yeah, that was kind of. I basically have like one less selection than everybody else because that one's so obvious.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Here's
Yeah.
where it gets interesting. Mitch Horucy on the clock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have to turn the computer on. I'm taking Arvell Reese.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I know
Based
there's-
on what you think. Okay.
Oh yeah. We'll preface this real quick before we go any further. This is a mix of what we think will happen, also what we would do in the situation. I know there's a lot of smoke with David Bailey,
A lot.
lot
Yeah.
of smoke, but I don't know. I kind of I want the Jets to kind of fool everyone and take Reese and kind of hope it was smoke. But again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I have stuck with Reese almost this entire process, and I'm going to stick with him here. So Arvell Reese, number 2 overall, to the New York Jets. Matt, you're on the clock.
Matt, are you sticking
right.
and picking here?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
The pick is in.
Okay.
I might get tired of this.
You can't. You committed now.
With,
All right, Matt,
with
you're
the
up.
third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State.
Okay. I don't hate that.
No,
I think it makes
neither.
sense.
The
They need a lot.
fantastic players back to back, Reese and Styles.
Yeah.
I
They-
get it.
They need a lot, and I said this when I was doing my mocks on my super awesome, cool website. The Cardinals have the past couple years done this kind of positionless defense with their defensive coordinator, and even with the new head coach, they retain that defensive coordinator. So I assume they would want to have a guy that, you know, everyone remembers the Isaiah Simmons experiment.
Yep.
But they've done it with Zaven Collins. They have him line up basically anywhere in the front 7 and just kind of see what happens. So I think Styles could do that. I think he could be not a great edge rusher, but like a positional, put him up on the line. He's going to be a good linebacker, obviously. And then he could even play like a big nickel if you wanted him to. I think he's that athletic. He played safety at Ohio State. So
But I think he's so much better than Isaiah Simmons. Like,
for
as a
sure.
prospect, for
But
sure.
just
Yeah.
in the terms
Like,
of like the positionless style.
That makes
and
sense.
I like the fact that he's more of an actual linebacker. He's 6, I think 5', 240. He's got
Yeah.
great size. I just think he's a home run for whoever gets him later tonight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
6'5", 244.
And
Big
the
dude.
other thing with Styles too, he's only played linebacker for 1 year.
Yeah.
This past year
Mhm.
at Ohio State was his first year ever playing linebacker full time. He was a safety for 2 years. So
Yeah. Matt Miller's pro comp on ESPN. For him is Fred Warner.
I mean, those are obviously big shoes to fill, but
Very.
he has the traits to do it. Obviously, you got to have the mind of Fred Warner, which is
Not many do.
not many do, but athletically he is
Very
as good as
similar.
any linebacker in the NFL right
Yeah.
now.
For sure.
Who's got the Chiefs?
The Chiefs, that would be Matt
that's me.
Volz.
Do you want David Bailey?
That one could get interesting.
Ooh.
Nah, take
Are we gonna have our
take
first
whoever
trade?
you think.
Okay, so Tennessee was looking to trade down, but they're not going to, and I think this next pick is the perfect combination of what I would do and what I think is going to happen. We're not doing the noise anymore.
Oh, hold on. I'll get the noise. My bad.
No, it's okay. Really adds to the immersion.
awesome.
It does.
With the 4th overall pick, the Tennessee Titans select Jeremiah Love,
Yeah.
running
Yeah.
back, Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
You
That makes
you
a lot
don't
of
pass
sense.
up on the best player in the class when you can, and I think
Right.
that would be the right move by Tennessee. I think it could be the right move for Arizona, but I
Yeah.
think Love's like the best player in the class easily.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of Saquon Barkley in 2018. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people are saying, oh, the Giants should be taking a quarterback here. They shouldn't take a running back. But Saquon was so good that it made sense.
He can move like Jeremiah Love and Saquon, like they can move an offense like a quarterback could. Like
Yeah,
that's how
for
much
sure.
they could elevate him.
Oh, yeah.
And they, his rookie year was kind of one to forget, but like Cam Ward showed flashes,
Yeah.
I think he's good. I really think he's going to be a good quarterback.
And
And
you invested in the offseason in wide receiver, so
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
not really a spot to go.
and
I
you
don't
have
know.
you have a offensive coordinator now who has done the same kind of rebuild that
Mhm.
the Titans are doing right now with obviously the Bills and Josh Allen. So you had a guy like Love that just takes so much weight off the shoulders of Cam Ward.
Mhm.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Yeah,
Tennessse's
that's
on
where
the
I'm at.
rise, man. They're sneaky.
Yeah, they
I mean,
really
in
are.
an AFC South too. That's kind of
Not great.
not the strongest.
Yeah.
And this is what I was gonna say. I remembered talking about like the Saquon thing. A lot of people are like, "Oh, look what happened with the Giants. They drafted Saquon. They were still bad." It wasn't because of Saquon. It's
No,
because they
not at
gave
all.
Daniel Jones $180 million,
Yep.
and then Daniel Jones tore his ACL.
Yeah.
So like, you know, Saquon was great, and then yeah, he left, and he had one of the best running back seasons of the century, and won a Super Bowl. So
Yes, he did.
I don't know.
the
Everyone's like, stop taking running back high, and then nobody can name an
No.
example of when taking a running back high recently didn't work out.
the
Right.
last
And
one I can remember was what, Trent Richardson.
Yeah.
and
like,
why do those
Fournette,
running
maybe?
backs fail? Because they get hurt. It's
Yeah.
not because they're not good. Well, except for Trent Richardson, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a lot of them, it's not because they're not good. It's because they get hurt.
Since Ezekiel Elliott in 2016, there hasn't been a high picked running back that really hasn't fit. Like him and then onward, they've all been pretty successful.
Yeah, and-
career-wise
you look
in
at
the
the
NFL.
Past couple of years.
Yeah,
it's
like I mean Christian McCaffrey with
Mhm.
Carolina. You know, I mean obviously we already
Saquon,
talked
obviously.
about Saquon.
Saquon. There's
Yeah.
Bijan and
Bijan, yeah.
Gibbs.
Gibbs
Bijan,
was
yep,
like
and
what,
Jameer
12?
Gibbs. Yeah,
So you can
Who knows
consider
what
him
Genty
high,
will be, but I think that Genty's
I
going to
think
be
he's
pretty
good.
good.
yeah.
I
Him
I
and
don't think
Mendoza's gonna be
any
scary.
running back in history would have succeeded in that offense last
So
year.
yeah, I mean, it's a home run for Tennessee.
Mhm.
I do like the trade back for them.
Me,
Yeah.
I do as well.
Well, we'll
Especially
see.
if Love is gone at 3, I would, you trade down with the
Yeah.
Chiefs to get like someone like Bailey.
Yeah.
But I do like Love at 4. I think it's a good pick. So now I am on the clock.
Are you going to do it? Oh man.
With the 5th overall pick, the New York Jets are taking Caleb
Giants.
Downs. Oh yeah, the Giants. My bad. My bad.
The Jets are on the clock again. What happened?
No. The Giants are taking Caleb Downs.
Okay.
Again, Jack and I talked about this right before we came in here. It's the mix of what I think they should do and what I think will happen. This is, again, Jack and I have talked about this on the show. I've written about it. I think Downs is as good a safety as we've seen in the draft process. I know Kyle Hamilton was good. I think he's on that same tier as Kyle Hamilton. Obviously, he's not 6'4", but, the traits are unbelievable. I feel like he's a prospect that has been a victim of the overthinking, I guess.
Yeah, like
you could.
fatigue. is
Yeah,
what I- like
where it's
prospect fatigue.
he's very good, and now it's a 4-month, 5-month process, so people just kind of make up things to turn them away from a player, like, oh, he doesn't tackle as well, or the thing that Jack and I brought up the other day, oh, he isn't an athletic phenom. Great person, Matt Sponhauer had this on his or TikTok the other day. Here's an example of some safeties that had a very bad raw athletic score, which is just a combination of your athleticism. Brian Dawkins, he was good, right?
Very.
5.0. He was average in terms of athleticism. Earl Thomas, 5.07. Tyrann Mathieu, 3.94. Ed Reed, 6.5. Like, it doesn't matter. Safety to one position, yeah, it's cool when they're a crazy athlete, but like, go watch Caleb Downs play football. I know the knee thing is
Yeah.
whatever, if the knee thing turns out to be a big problem, so be it. But I think Downs can be what Kyle Hamilton was to John Harbaugh's new team. I think he can be a guy that can truly impact your defense in ways that not many players can. Not even just at the safety position, just in the NFL in general. I think he is a perennial All-Pro contender year in and year out. And yeah, he might slide simply because the positional value and the safety thing, but
Yeah.
we saw what happened the last time there was a safety this good in the draft. Kyle Hamilton slid to 14? And now
Yeah.
he's been the best safety in the NFL for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Harbaugh saw the type of player they got out of Hamilton. I don't think
sure.
he's going to let the Giants let a safety fall like that. I think he's going
No.
to get that kind of player.
exactly. And you do a redraft of that draft. I think Jack and I did this a couple weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
Hamilton goes 4, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Maybe higher. He's
Yeah,
that
probably
was
so-
the best defensive player in
Was
that
it
group.
2019? 2019?
No,
Kyle
I think it's like
Hamilton?
22.
2022.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, why did I think that was so long ago?
Because it feels like he played like a vet right
Wow.
away.
Yeah.
He
See,
played
again,
so
this
good.
is
Came in and was
where-
like the best safety in the NFL.
This is where Matt's hockey brain is going to cause trouble because
Yeah.
I have not thought about football in 2.5 months.
Shout out Sabres.
Shout out Sabres,
Shout out to
7 o'clock
Sabres.
tonight.
So yeah, like this is the article Jack and I looked at. SB Nation last year put up a redraft of the 2022 NFL draft. Kyle Hamilton went 14. They have him staying at 14,
That's ridiculous.
which is ridiculous. but
That's
it, like,
crazy. Who
they're-
are the 13 players ahead of Kyle Hamilton? From
So it
that draft?
starts from 1 to 13. Aiden Hutchinson, fine.
Okay.
Starting at 2, Derek Stanley Jr.
No.
I would take Kyle
No,
Hamilton over
not
Stanley
over
Jr.
Kyle Hamilton.
Then there's Sauce, Trent McDuffie, Trayvon
Mhm.
Walker, Charles Cross,
Oh.
Akeem Ukonwu, Drake London, Tyler Smith, Garrett Wilson, Purdy, Jermaine Johnson, Jordan Davis, and then Hamilton. I would take Hamilton over
so many of those?
maybe all of
No.
those guys.
Like Jermaine Johnson? No.
No.
Derek Stingley Jr.? No. Not saying they're bad players. They're not. They're good players.
Kyle Hamilton is going to be in contention for the All-Pro until he decides he doesn't want to play football anymore.
Yeah.
Truly.
I do just want to say, this would be the first time ever that 3 players from the same school have compiled 3 of the top 5 spots in a draft.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
The last time anything came close to that was Jalen Waddle, Devonta Smith, and Patrick Surtain in
It was top
2021.
12, right?
And
'Cause
that was like top 10, I think. I think
Yeah.
Surtain went 11.
I
so
think he
it's
went
like,
11, yeah.
That's pretty nuts, but I could see it.
Yeah.
Like
That-
these
yeah.
players are that good.
Yeah,
This
I mean, if
Ohio
they went
State
to a-
team.
And
Yeah.
even still, like you add in, you
Yeah.
know, Carnell Tate.
Yeah, we
I
might
don't
get a
know
fourth.
where he's gonna go, but you throw him in the mix, you could have 4 Ohio State guys in like the top 8. So
Yeah.
crazy year for Ohio State, and they lost to Miami in the quarterfinals actually.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on. That was my rant about Caleb Downs.
Well,
Matt, you're up with the Cleveland Browns.
it's so fascinating that you mentioned that because the pick is in for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh my goodness.
Now, again, this is what I think they'll do, not necessarily what I would do, what I think they'll do. With the 6th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Carnell Tate, wide
Okay.
receiver from
Ooh.
Ohio State.
Okay.
Why receiver? Why not, Maui Noah or
Well, I
Conrad
think
Freeling?
the Browns are going to try and sell the Shadur Sanders is actually good. He just needs weapons
Okay.
I
narrative.
believe in him.
Do I believe in him? No. Do I think that that's a good idea?
Throw it
no.
up, Jack.
But
Mitch knows I'm a huge fan.
Come on.
I do think part of this is they also know that there's a good chance that this could kick off a decent run on receivers,
Yep.
and they want to get their guy. And not to mention, Carnell Tate being an Ohio State guy, playing college football in Columbus, driving just up the highway to Cleveland, that's big for Browns fans. This is a team that needs to get fans in seats. The last handful of seasons have not been good, of course, because of the Browns. And getting a guy like Carnell Tate, you can sell that excitement of Shadur Sanders and Carnell Tate if you believe Shadur's the guy. Again, I don't, but the Browns might.
And even still, I'll throw this out there. If Shadur isn't the guy and they have another, Cleveland Browns season, next year shaping up to be a tremendous quarterback draft. I know that, that kind of happens every year around this time. Oh,
Yeah.
look at next year. But, should be pretty good. You'll have Dante Moore coming out. You'll have Arch Manning coming out. Who knows if he can all, put it all together. Julian Sayin might be coming out. So
Yeah.
you got guys that are, if this isn't the year, you draft a guy high, and then you have Carnell Tate next year. You have, Quinshawn Junkins looks good.
Well, there you go.
Oh my
Play
gosh,
this
that's
one
a name.
out. Next year, you get a top pick. You need a quarterback. Let's say they take Julian Sayin early next year. You've got Sayin, Quinshawn Judkins, and Carnell Tate
Yeah,
all on your offense, all former Buckeyes, playing what is Cleveland like an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Columbus, something like that?
might be a little bit more, but is this the only team? Well, they'll probably.
They're the closest team to Ohio State.
Yeah, I would
'cause
want to say
Columbus
they
is
would
closer
be
to
Browns
yeah.
fans over Bengals
Might as well
fans.
phone it in and have him trade for another first and get Jeremiah Smith.
You might as well.
Get
True.
Get the whole school back
I mean, you
together.
never know. Yeah,
I mean, maybe they trade back and
he might be the number
Do
1 pick
something
next
over.
year. I mean, genuinely.
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, that's my crazy take.
But I do think he's that good.
If
That's my crazy
Vegas
take. I
ends
think
up there again,
yeah, my crazy take is that he's that good. He's better than the quarterbacks.
I don't. Okay, I don't think he's. we can talk about this another day. I don't think he's that good.
Jeremiah
Like,
Smith?
but
do.
I think
do.
that he could go one. Like I could see.
Yeah.
It. I don't know.
Yeah.
Real quick, do you think he was? I spoke very highly of this guy. Do you think he will be a better prospect than Marv Jr.?
See, Marv was
Like
such a
pan
good
out
prospect.
better or
No,
be
like going
a-
into the draft process.
Oh,
because I
Yeah.
was on the take of Marvin Harrison Jr. was the best wide receiver prospect I have ever seen in my lifetime.
yeah. I don't
That
think
was
that's
my
a
take.
crazy take either.
But,
He was,
like,
he was so highly thought of.
He's
Jeremiah
6'3".
Smith right now.
Only
is-
reason
that's
he
the thing.
didn't go top, only reason he went 3 is because the 2 teams ahead of Arizona needed other positions more. You know.
Yeah.
we
but-
do forget how good Jamar Chase was too. That guy
Yes,
didn't
he
I
was.
think
play.
I think
his
yeah, I
last
think
season,
him not
and
playing
he was
kind
still
of-
a top 6 pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamar was crazy.
That would be like
He
if
was good.
Jermod McCoy just went when Matt was picking, like
Mhm.
or like honestly
Yeah.
Jordan Tyson.
I mean,
which, who
Stingley
knows?
did
Jordan
that.
Tyson.
Stingley didn't play his
Oh yeah,
year,
true.
and
I
he
forget
went
about that.
what 3 or 4.
Yeah,
yeah,
3.
3.
Yep.
So,
So Cleveland and the Browns Stadium and Ohio State, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, just about.
yeah.
So it's very close.
Tate's living the dream
Yeah, exactly.
until Shedeur starts throwing to him. then
Until
he's
Shedeur
dying.
starts throwing to him, then he's living the nightmare.
The nightmare.
Maybe Dylan Gabriel steps up.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Steps up to what?
I don't know. Being average.
The free agency wire?
yeah.
I'm throwing anything out there, you know. We got to experiment. All right, Jack, you're up.
I'm not ready because this board has fallen horribly for the Commanders. I
It
think.
has.
I think.
Yeah.
I think it has because literally anyone after Mendoza could have been their pick.
Mhm.
They were
Yeah,
probably sitting here
absolutely.
thinking, "There's no way we don't get one of these guys." But I think that with their free agency signings, I know where I'm gonna go. So you can, the pick is in. With the 7th overall pick, the Commanders select Reuben Bain Jr.
Yeah.
Edge, Miami.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good pick. That's
He-
a very
he-
good
so
pick for him.
Owe and Caleb on Chason, who they brought in free agency,
Mhm.
both kind of fit that speed rusher archetype. You need more help stopping the run on the D line, and I think Reuben Bain does that so well.
Mhm.
He would be my edge one in this class. He's kind of fallen a lot. I hope he falls to Dallas at 12, but that probably won't happen. I just think that if this is the situation, and I was thinking about trading back and I was thinking about going Jordan Tyson, but I think Reuben Bain Jr. makes so much sense for what Dan Quinn's trying to do over there with the
Yeah.
defense.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree. I like that pick a lot. Keeping it moving. I'm on the clock with the New Orleans Saints, and guys, we're locked and loaded. With the 8th overall pick, this has fallen beautifully for the Saints. I'm taking David Bailey.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Kansas City.
That
not so
has
sorry.
to be the pick for the Saints. If he's still on the board at 8, that has to be the pick.
You know, they lose
Absolutely.
Cam Jordan.
Yeah.
You have no one. They tried the Chase Young experiment. Not really anything happening there.
Ah, that breaks my heart. I love Chase Young.
He was so cool. Yeah, you get probably the best player on the board at that point in the draft, and
Best value so far, I would
yeah,
say. Yeah.
so you take him, and I think you are happy with your decision. I pondered going receiver here because, Olave is good, but you lost Shaheed, and you kind of really have no other weapons
Yeah.
for Shuck, who has looked. Maybe he's your guy.
I was impressed with him last year,
Yeah,
actually.
maybe Shuck is your guy. So maybe surrounding him with another weapon wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if no receivers are off the board yet. But I think in this board, I think David Bailey they should be sprinting to the podium to take that.
Yeah. I will say the Saints, I think, will be one of the worst teams in the league next year.
Probably, yeah. But
They have nothing. And I liked the way Shuck played last year. I did.
the
They
defense
lost
still
a
just
lot.
has so much work
Yeah.
to do.
They lost
Yeah.
a lot on defense this
Yeah.
offseason. David Bailey's a great start.
Mhm.
I think he's a
Absolutely.
great player.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
This board is quite interesting.
Yeah. So with the Kansas City Chiefs on the clock at 9, I would be very happy if the Saints took Bailey because I don't really want the Chiefs to get him.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have my pick for Kansas City.
Okay.
With the 9th
My
pick.
bad.
Oh, there we go. With the 9th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Mansour Delane, defensive back from
Wow.
LSU.
Okay.
I get it. He's a different type of corner, kind of. Remember, the Chiefs they've got some work to do in their secondary. Obviously, Trent McDuffie is gone.
And Jalen Watson.
And
They lost
Jalen Watson is gone, too. So they've got some work to do in their secondary. Mansour Delane is pound for pound, at least looks to be the best corner prospect going into the draft.
Mhm.
So it's a need that they need to fill. I think they would love to have David Bailey fall to him, but if he doesn't, I think Delane is probably the smart pick for them.
I mean, yeah, I think you have to start to, rebuild your secondary, especially with him.
Mhm.
He's kind of a guy that kind of fits what they do. Like he can get up on guys. He has
Yeah,
very long arms, so you can
right.
press up against a guy and kind of, you hope his technique translates. But athletically, he fits that Spagnola blitz the pass or not blitz the pass rusher, blitz the passer. Then have Delane, kind of on an island and kind of hold his own like they did with McDuffie.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, he was such an integral part to that defense. They've got to get something back there to at least have something similar to him.
Yeah.
You're looking at the nightmare option for the Cowboys at 12, by the way. I am biased, so I'm going to talk about them. The way this board has fallen,
Oh no, Jack.
dude. Like 8 of the top 10 have been defensive players or
Yeah.
whatever. That's insane.
All right.
Anyway, my
Yeah.
pick's in because this one's obvious. Mitch and I talked about this. With the 10th overall pick, the New York Giants select Jordan Tyson,
Yeah.
wide receiver, Arizona State. I feel like I'm making all the boring picks, but it makes too much
Yeah.
sense. They're super interested in him, and I think it makes sense.
Mhm.
He's a good player. Major injury concerns though.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's all I got. I'm not high on Jordan Tyson. I like Lemon a little more.
I agree. I like Lemon more, but I agree with that thinking because I think the Giants like Tyson more.
I think the Giants might take him at 5.
I've seen that. I've seen that rumor that they might take him at 5,
would
which
make
I think
me
is
very happy.
way too early
Would make
for
me
him.
very
But
happy.
yeah,
But I also think Washington could take him at 7.
it's possible.
Or the Saints at 8. I think the
Mhm.
NFL is higher on Jordan Tyson than a lot of us are.
I'm very high
Yeah.
on Jordan Tyson. I think
I think
pound
he's
for pound,
good.
he could be maybe the best receiver. Like pure skill, he might be the best receiver in the class. Is what I said on the show
Mhm.
on Monday. Yeah, pound for pound, he might be the best receiver. The injury concerns are legit. It's not the Caleb Downs. Oh, his knee is whatever.
Yeah, or like Jermod McCoy, where it's like it was a one-off thing.
Yeah, and
This is
then
lingering history of injuries.
he
for
has missed
Tyson.
17 of I want to say 50 games in college.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of missed
That is
games.
a lot of games.
So yeah, the injury concerns are legit, but then again, I like getting a weapon for Jackson Dart, who looks to be your guy at least. You have to start to build around him, and you take Tyson or just a receiver in general. Malik Neighbors is coming back from an ACL, which ACLs weren't what they used to be, but still, having another guy that can take some pressure off Malik Neighbors, and if Tyson can stay healthy, I think that duo could be top 5 in the NFL within at the end of next season.
Yeah.
The only thing that's kind of scary, I saw a tweet about this. I mean, if you're gonna pick a guy who has some injury problems, maybe having him play on MetLife turf isn't the best idea.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Maybe they see that the World Cup is good with natural grass and they switch to it, but
Yeah.
probably not.
If Jordan Tyson pans out too, Jackson Dart's going to be throwing at him and Malik Neighbors.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
awesome.
thing.
That's phenomenal. Yeah.
I think it could be a home run pick.
That's
Absolutely.
the top 10. That's the top 10. No trades, lots of defense.
No trade. It's defense heavy draft.
And I could see this happening.
Yeah.
I could
Because
too.
if the Cardinals are content with Styles, that might take away a lot of the trading down. Because then you see a lot of teams that are content with their guys. Really,
Mhm.
the only other teams I could see are Cleveland and Washington. And I think while the board fell bad for Washington, I think they're very happy with Bain.
Yeah, I think they would like to get one of the Ohio State guys. One of Sony Styles or Caleb Downs.
Or Reese or
Yeah,
Tate. Or
yeah.
literally any of them.
I think they want one of the Ohio State guys. But again, getting or Love, anyone that went ahead of them, I think they would have liked to get. But I don't think Bain's a bad pick there for they overhauled their entire defense, and you bring in a guy. Where is he going to play? That's kind of up for debate right now. But no matter what, I think he makes an impact. All right, so now
Yeah.
I'm on the clock with the Miami Dolphins, and I'm doing a little bit of thinking.
Yeah. I know. I'm so back and forth with
I-
my next one.
Think I have my pick. I think this makes sense. So, all right. Obviously, the Dolphins aren't in the best player available position, but they take the best player available at 11, Francis Maui-Noah.
Great pick.
Uh,
Love it.
you
Yeah,
know,
good pick for them.
your
I was
O-line
hoping they'd
is
take a punter.
your O-line is awful. Also, their receiver room is maybe the worst in the NFL. Like Matt might have to catch passes for him come November.
You don't want that.
It might happen.
Not for
you guys
Miami. If,
might
I,
as
go
if,
look-
if
go-
Miami sign me, you know what? You can pay me millions of dollars to drop every pass. I'd be happy.
Go look at Miami's receiving room right now, and
It's horrible.
you'll just
It's
have a
Malik
laugh.
Yikes.
Washington's the one.
It's it's so bad.
Yikes.
So you
Please
know,
don't take Mekhi Lemon. I just please.
yeah,
I don't want to play him twice. a year.
I wouldn't hate a receiver. I was thinking about Lemon, or maybe they take Tyson if Tyson drops to them. But I think they go Maui-Noah here. Simply, I think he's too good to pass up for their receiver room is bad, but so is their offensive line. So Maui-Noah is a guy that you can hope can be a franchise cornerstone in a new chapter of the Miami Dolphins. Maybe they take a receiver at 30. We'll get there, but yeah, that's my pick at 11.
Yeah, they're not a receiver high, like in a receiver high kind of position,
No.
especially where Tate and Tyson are off the board. I don't think you're taking Lemon with all these holes. And like you said, best player available. I think it makes so much sense. Yeah, I think it's a good pick.
And also
Keep him in
too,
state.
there's some decent receivers in the second and third rounds. Like you can get Denzel Boston with your pick at 30, or Concepcion, Chris Bell, Skylar Bell, who I'm really high on. Like there's guys out there that you can take and should be a decent player.
Because look at the mountain of picks they have too.
Yeah, that too.
They have an
So
insane amount of. They have, I want to say, 7 top 100 picks,
yeah, that's
which is great.
Yeah.
Good for them. They're rebuilding the right way because I think there's a lot of talent down the board in this draft.
and maybe Lemon slides and they move up from 30 and they go up to the mid-teens or early 20s to get Lemon. Could be a possibility.
Not to spoil this draft, but it's not
Oh,
happening
no.
here.
All right, Matt, you're up with the Cowboys.
I am up, and I am very much going back and forth.
You can get some intel from known Giants fan Jack.
Yeah,
That's not illegal.
I told
Oh,
him
I don't pay
looked
for
at him and I
PFF,
mouthed
I
the
can't.
I mouthed the words trade, but there's a certain player from your favorite college that we talked about that would be I wouldn't mind here, and there's a corner from another SEC school that I wouldn't mind here.
Yes, but
Is the pick in?
no. We have our first trade of the draft.
boy.
Oh,
I
Oh,
will
boy.
say it's not like the most exciting one. It's not much.
okay.
I have the Ravens moving up 2 spots, leapfrogging the Rams.
Oh,
Whoa,
I know what you're
If
doing.
you allow this, I'll allow it.
So yeah. So I think the Ravens probably also throw in probably their 3rd round pick or something to move
Okay.
up 2 spots. And I also realize that I can't make this trade on PFF because I don't pay for PFF.
I can make this trade.
Yeah,
Okay. So
we'll do
I have
14
14 and 80 for
Okay.
12. That's the pick that I have. And with the 12th pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver from USC.
Ooh,
So
okay.
you jumped me. You jumped me with the Rams. I was gonna take him there.
That's exactly why I think the Ravens trade up.
wow. Okay.
I
love
don't
that.
want the
That's
Ravens to get
interesting.
Mekhi Lemon. This is not what I want to happen.
That's a very high IQ trade there. Maybe you should take over the Ravens or the Cowboys too. 'Cause
No.
that's a good
Oh
trade
wait,
for
so
both
now
of
do
them.
I get the Cowboys pick? Is that how we're doing this?
So the Cowboys are up at 14 now instead of the Ravens.
So now
Yeah, so I guess you
would
guys
take
just
it.
switch obligations. So now,
Yeah.
now Mitch is picking for the Cowboys twice. By the way, just
Love it.
he has them both,
Love it.
and he has the
There you
Bills.
go.
Who decided this?
I only
don't
set
know.
it up.
Mitch
to get the
decided
Bills.
this.
Yeah.
I set it up to get the Bills. I'll admit that.
Do I have the Dolphins late in the draft? I think I do. Ugh.
Nah.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to take a long snapper.
Love it. Jack Stonehouse, Q's legend. All right, Jack, you are now up after that exciting trade.
Sorry about that.
Mitch, can I trade with you again, man?
Who am I?
Are you Pittsburgh? I think you are.
Let's
or is
see
Matt
here.
Pittsburgh? Matt
Matt's
is Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I am? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. The Rams are trading all the way back to 21.
Okay.
And I
Makes
do
sense.
this a lot in my mocks.
So
Oh,
is it?
I think I know what you're doing.
13 and
It's
what?
gonna be 21 and 53 for 13.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Makes
just, but again, a team that has a lot of capital in the top 100. Pittsburgh's fine with this because they're getting a plug and play starter anywhere on the O line. The pick is in. I'm picking for Pittsburgh now. Matt, you can pick for LA.
Yep.
With the 13th pick, the Rams have traded it to the Steelers. and the Steelers are picking Spencer Fano. How do you think?
Okay.
Good pick. I
Not
thought you were
Big
going with the
Iona.
crazy one.
What were you gonna do?
I thought you were going with Ty Simpson for the trade up.
Ooh,
I
ooh.
No,
I
That
thought
would've
you
been-
were thinking they'd leapfrog the Jets to go get Ty Simpson. That was where I was thinking you were going.
I think Pittsburgh's playing the board. They're recognizing there's going to be a huge run on tackle because there's going to be a huge run on tackle here. And Spencer Fano doesn't even have to play tackle. He can play tackle, he can play guard, he can play center. I think that Pittsburgh would like him a little more than Vega right now, especially with Baltimore already off the clock. So they're going to take Spencer Fano, and I love it for them. I think it's a good move. You guys can tell me what you think.
I think too, because especially with the future of Broderick Jones up in the air.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you said, he can play guard, which they need as well. So even if Broderick Jones played this year on his option, and then next year he moves to left tackle, yeah, and I don't hate the pick.
No, I think it makes sense. I mean, I thought when you made that trade, I thought you were going with the home run of the Steelers trading up to
But wouldn't
13 to
they-
get Ty
they would.
Simpson.
They
I
would
was
do
like,
that.
oh boy.
I could see Pittsburgh doing that.
I
messing it
think
all up.
picking Spencer Fano is a lot smarter than that for Pittsburgh. I
They're-
think Fano's a good offensive lineman, and they need that.
They're going to start a nasty rebuild soon, and you
Yeah.
start
have
a
to.
rebuild.
They've been
You
putting it off
start a
for, like, 10
rebuild
years.
through
Yeah.
building the O line first.
Yeah, I mean,
in
what are
my
you going to
opinion.
do? You can't put all your eggs in the basket of 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
I think
you
this
know?
is the last year of the competitive
Yeah.
Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
agree.
if Mike McCarthy's going to be the coach to lead that rebuild, but he is right now. So,
Unfortunately,
and he took like 3 O linemen in 5 years in Dallas.
Yeah,
So,
and they were great.
they
yeah,
were
most of
they
them.
were
Tyler
good.
Smith was, Tyler Smith was good.
Yeah.
Tyler Guyton. Who
Think
knows?
about that old line that Dallas used to have. I'm thinking even earlier in McCarthy's coaching.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Oh,
it's going
yeah.
back to
Well,
Jason
he
Garrett.
inherited Zach Martin and Tyron Smith.
Yep,
and
Travis
all them.
Frederick, those guys, they
Mhm.
were.
I think he brings some of
Man.
that there, though, because
Yeah.
he knows how to develop QBs, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Will Howard. Will
All
Howard
right.
season.
There you go.
Sure. I've seen some great TikToks of like the quick little sidetrack. You know the Rock versus John Cena like once in a lifetime WrestleMania ad.
Yeah.
So it's that, and it's like the 1-5 Shadur Sanders led Steelers against the 1-4-1 Will Howard left or Shadur led Browns versus the 1-4-1 Will Howard led Steelers on Thursday Night Football. Once in a lifetime.
The matchup of the century.
We
that's
will,
like
we
that's,
will be there,
that's like a 2016 Jaguars Titans Thursday night game. Color rush uniforms.
and we
level
will be
of
there watching.
watchable.
I'll eat that up.
That's delightful.
So now Cowboys are on the clock.
I'm writing this down in my notes because I can't see the trades on PFF, so I'm trying to keep track of who has what pick anymore.
I'm updating it on the thing I shared.
So right now, Mitch is back with the
Oh, yeah.
Steelers, and instead of picking with Pittsburgh at 21, you're picking with LA, the Rams.
Yeah,
Yes.
right now
I cannot see the thing that you shared. Is it the Word doc, you mean?
Yeah.
All I have is just who has what team.
Yeah, that's like the order.
Oh,
I'm updating.
I thought you were throwing in who has, like, who each person picked. Never mind.
Oh,
I
no,
got you.
No.
I got you. There we go.
All right.
If you
Yeah.
if you needed to visualize it.
Yes,
that's what it
yes.
looks
Because
All
right
right,
now I have
so-
Mekhi Lemon on the Cowboys, and I got really confused.
like. You know, funny you say that because apparently we're trying to trade up for a wide receiver. That's a
It's
rumor.
possible. I wouldn't, I mean, it's possible. I don't know if I would if I'm Dallas. I think there's bigger holes to fill, but
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad they traded back, and I'm interested to see what Mitch does. I think I
Yeah.
can predict it, but we'll see.
so
All right.
we're on what,
We're on
14 now?
The Cowboys.
Yep.
All right. So to pick it in, I put some thought into it. After trading back, the Cowboys take Tennessee cornerback Jamal
Love it.
McCoy.
Yeah, that's a
Love it.
good pick. I like that for
I
them.
know
Great
where
pick.
you thought my mind was, Jack, but I turned away. I think corner is more of a need
Well,
than
that's where
safety.
my mind was, is
Yeah.
either Thieneman or McCoy.
Yeah.
And I think that you paid Jalen Thompson the biggest free agent contract we've handed out in 3 years. Go get a corner.
Yeah. And I think McCoy, hopefully he looks to be fine from his ACL. He ran great at his pro day. And if he is truly back to what he was in 2024 at Tennessee, he can be a true cornerback one.
Yeah, if he's back to that level, it's a home run.
Yeah. That's just the
Unbiased,
biggest
that's a
question,
home
though.
run. He
No, yeah,
might be better than Mansour Delane, honestly. I know people
Yeah.
that have him higher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Chiefs got Delane, so let's hope that's true.
True. Yeah.
And Delane went to LSU, so you know my feelings about LSU.
Yeah.
My college football salt is coming out.
Hopefully
That's
we
the
get to talk
problem.
about a certain Bama quarterback later.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No.
All right, Matt, you're up. Matt with pick
Okay.
number 15.
So yeah, so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Are on the clock.
and the pick is in. I feel pretty decent about this one. With the 15th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Kenyon Sadiq, tight end from Oregon.
Yes, I love it, Matt.
I think it makes sense because, again, they need a tight end. You're adding a good weapon for Baker Mayfield down there.
This is where Mitch and I would go apart on fifth quarter because I think I'm higher on Mesidor and you're higher on Sadiq.
Mesidor's so good.
I'm
I would
higher
be
on
willing
Sadiq.
to bet-
Mesidor's
I
incredible.
would be willing to bet that one of Mesidor or Sadiq goes here at 15 to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I'd say that it's going to be Mesidor, but I can't hate on Sadiq. I think I just love the idea of Sadiq sliding down to the Panthers at 19.
Oh yeah, me
so
too.
much.
That would
be
be sick.
beautiful.
I think that it makes so much sense because everyone's like, oh, they're going to go receiver again. Well, what if
I
they
don't think so,
kind of
yeah.
did? Like
Maybe.
what
What if they did a little bit?
What if they did a tiny
what
bit?
if they
To an
just
extent.
a little
In a
bit?
way.
But yeah, no, I think that's a great pick, and that's a scary offense.
Yeah, because like Matt said, it's a position of need. But
Yep.
It's also, one of the top 3 best players available, maybe. And you lose Mike Evans, and obviously
Yep.
Sadiq plays tight end, but like he can be a pass catcher that
weapon,
can,
yeah.
like a true weapon, not like a tight end kind of how we have a tight end. But you know, you lose Mike Evans. Ibuka's good. You hope Jalen McMillan can be what he was before he got hurt, basically all of last year. And yeah, I like Sadiq. You still have Bucky Irvin, so
Yep.
I like it a lot. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, I like it.
Jack, you are the New York Jets.
I'm thinking
That's quite the insult.
There's 2 guys to go with, and
I don't you have a tough task.
The board
here.
is wide open.
The board
here
is
for the
wide. I
Jets.
don't know what I do here.
I have not seen one of the players I'm thinking about fall to the Jets at all, but I think I'm just gonna make it more interesting for the sake of chaos and for what I think would be more fun. So the pick is in.
Please.
With the 16th pick in the NFL draft, the New York Jets select Omar Cooper Jr.
Wow.
Oh,
receiver.
okay.
Indiana.
I am not as high on him as
I thought you were going for the crazy one. I really
I'm
did.
not either. I was gonna go Vega Ione. I thought about Ty Simpson. For
I
like
thought
half
you
a
were going
second,
Ty Simpson.
but I was gonna go Vega because I don't normally see him there, and they have a need at guard. But I think that Garrett Wilson, Omar Cooper Jr., and Adonai Mitchell is an exciting wide receiver core for whoever's at quarterback. Maybe it's Geno, but
Definitely.
I think it's I don't know. I like Cooper. I think he's fine.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I don't think he's worthy of going this high, but you see it on every year with wide receivers. And truly,
Yeah.
no one knows how wide receivers are going to work out.
No.
Puka Nacua was a 5th round pick.
Yes.
So,
I think so, yeah.
Mitch, I want to hear your thoughts.
Again, I'm not as high on Omar Cooper as other people
I mean,
are.
me neither.
But again, like you said it. It's a good. You get a position of need. You have to help out whoever is going to be playing quarterback for the New York Jets. And yeah, I think it makes sense. You kind of could have gone a lot of different places. I like the Vega Ione take, but yeah, I mean, it seems like a Jets pick to make.
I wonder if there's another team that would want to trade up for the falling possible All-Pro guard. By the way, I'm very high on Vega. I think he's very good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It could get interesting.
All right, I am now up. Mitch Horucy is up. Give me a second here. I gotta think.
Take your time, man.
I know the trade's kind of complicated,
There's
but it's
mean,
more
the
fun
board
with
is
trades.
the board is interesting.
The board is wide open, and it's
I
awesome.
know what I would do. I'm not
Yeah,
mad.
I mean, actually, no. The pick is in. What am I thinking about?
Right. Okay.
All right, so I thought about trading back. Whoa, thought about trading
You
back.
had that in
Not
your-
trading back. The Lions are taking Monroe Freeling.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I thought about trading back. There's some guys up there I thought some people would maybe want to move up for, but you get a guy who can be a direct. oh my gosh, what's his name? Taylor Decker
Taylor Decker.
replacement.
Taylor
Yeah.
Decker, yeah.
Direct replacement. Played
Yeah.
left tackle at Georgia, athletic phenom. Kind of more raw than you would hope, but the traits are there. The traits are there. He looks good on tape. So yeah, I think it's a good pick.
You were thinking about trading back for Proctor. I know it. Um,
A little bit of both. A little
yeah,
bit of
yeah.
both.
But I think that Freeling's a great pick. I'd give the Lions an A plus if they managed to take him here.
Yeah.
I don't think
Especially
Caden
if they
Proctor's a
stay
bad
put
pick.
at 17.
I
and
don't
get
think
him.
you could take Caden Proctor at 17. And I wouldn't think it's ridiculous because I don't know the
I
O linemen in this class are very. There's a wide range. You know what I mean?
I
So,
wouldn't take Proctor at 17. Like I wouldn't take Proctor over Freeling. But if Freeling is gone and so is Fano, then I wouldn't hate it.
I just
Mhm.
worry about Fano as a left tackle, which is where the Lions
True.
specifically need help.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Mhm.
maybe that's where Proctor comes in.
All right, Matt,
But I like it.
you're gonna break my heart with this pick. If I yeah.
It's gonna break
It's
my
gonna
own
break my
heart
heart.
too. I really
But
don't.
it makes so much sense.
I don't want to do it, but the pick is in. With the 18th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings take the guy I wanted the Bills to trade up for, Dylan Thieneman, safety from Oregon.
yeah, it makes too much sense.
It does.
Yeah.
You get, you know, we're talking about replacements. You're literally direct Harrison Smith
Yep.
replacement. He will fit into the Brian Flores defense great. I watched a lot of him. He's my dream pick for the Bills.
I know, me
Not gonna
too.
happen, but he's my dream pick.
Yep.
He's like they played him like just straight linebacker a lot of times. I think he would really succeed in the Brian Flores offense, where again, kind of like what they do in Carolina, a lot of like the positionless, where you move guys all around the defense. He can play deep safety. He can play in the box. He can play, like I said, like linebacker in the box. You can put him at nickel. So gives you a lot of versatility on a defense that is a lot of versatile guys. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, makes sense.
I have a trade to announce.
Oh,
whoa.
The Carolina Panthers missed out on Kenyon Sadiq, and
Yep.
they are trading back with the LA Chargers.
Okay.
LA is sending a 2027 third, and the Chargers are trading up, and the pick is in.
Okay. Let me get this trade set. All right. The pick is in.
Moving up to 19, the LA Chargers select Vega Ione.
Yeah.
that's a great pick for them.
Mhm.
That is that
If-
makes too much
if
sense.
this happens, I don't see why they wouldn't do it, and I think it's going to make even more sense when I pick with Carolina. Yeah, I think it's a great thing for the Chargers. They need more consistency on the O line, and I think Vega does that at a huge spot that they now need. He's way
Yeah.
better than Zion Johnson.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Good luck in Cleveland, I guess. But yeah, I think it's a trade that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah. And they need help on that line. They need their line to get healthy. They
Yeah.
need.
When the two tackles come back, I think their
Yeah,
entire
that's the thing.
offense
Rashawn
changes.
Slater and Joe Alt are both so good.
Yeah.
That's when they're both gone. It's. I mean, Herbert can't do anything back there.
No.
And I think Keldrick Falk could have been the pick at 22 for the
Mhm.
Chargers.
Yeah.
But I think with Vega slipping, this is the farthest he's fallen in any draft I've been a part of
Mm-hmm.
since like February. So, because I think he's that good. I think he's really good.
I don't think I've had him make it past 15.
I think he's the most sound O lineman in the entire class, and yeah, I think that the Chargers win with this. So yeah,
All right. Now, once again, I'm the Dallas Cowboys. I got two guys in mind, Jack. I got two SEC guys.
well, I can. Oh, okay. Are they? Okay, it's the first and the fourth one.
Yeah. Who, you know,
You could go either way, and I'd say yes.
Yep.
So why don't you surprise me?
all right. All right. The pick is in. With the 20th pick, the Dallas Cowboys will be taking Keldrick Falk.
Yay!
Okay. I like it.
I thought about the CJ Allen thing, but I'm kind of scared about CJ Allen's ability to play every down as an off-ball linebacker, and I think Falk kind of is more interesting. I think he has a higher floor than CJ Allen does. Is linebacker a need? Yeah, but so is like I think I said this. Like Falk is even if the ceiling as a pass rusher is to be seen. We truly have no idea.
He's pretty good.
But if he turns into like the Calais Campbell comparison, that'd be good because hopefully you think Ezraku can turn into a you know plus edge rusher, and
Mhm.
you have Quinnen Williams still. So
And you picked up a 3rd-round pick to go get linebacker later.
Yeah.
You,
mhm.
I mean,
You can get one
Jermon
of
McCoy and
Anthony
Keldrick
Hill
Falk.
or
Yeah.
yeah, like there's Anthony Hill, um, Jacob Rodriguez,
So
like any of those guys.
if I had the pick here just to spice it up, I would have gone J-Rod.
Would have gone who?
Jacob Rodriguez.
Really? You're
Apparently-
that high on
What?
him?
Apparently that's happening. Apparently that's who they might take at 20.
Interesting.
That
Or
high?
Malachi Lawrence from UCF. I
Wow.
really hope it's Keldrick Falk because I like Falk more.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I think it's a great pick. The linebacker class is so deep, like you mentioned, so you can address that later. I think that your biggest needs were like corner,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah, my fault,
I
guys.
think your biggest need was corner, and you address that, and then you go out there, and it's a luxury to have that many good D linemen in Dallas now. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. And that's the pick, if I'm not mistaken, that's the pick that the Cowboys got for Micah Parsons, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
Yeah.
gonna say.
So
Replace him.
you get Keldrick Falk with that pick.
Mhm.
Keldrick's pretty good.
I like
I
it.
love him. He was fun to watch for the last few years. I'm
All right,
excited to
Matt.
see him in the NFL. So with the 21st pick, of course, the trade down earlier with the Steelers moving up, the Rams now on the clock at 21, and the pick is in. With the 21st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select C.J. Allen, linebacker from Georgia.
Okay.
that's a shocker for me.
Oh,
I
Really?
don't
Mike
hate it.
Vrabel is talking before the draft to media. Okay,
Oh,
just throw that out there.
wait, George Pickens signed the franchise
He
tag?
did indeed do that as well.
Oh man! Breaking
Well, there you go.
news.
There you go.
He's gonna
Live.
earn his money. Oh, I'm hyped. Let's go.
There you go.
Let's go. That means
So
he's gonna
if you-
play, right? That means he's not holding out. That's
He
what that
signed the
means.
franchise
he's
tag?
playing,
He
yeah.
Oh,
signed
yeah,
the
so he's
franchise
playing.
tag.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Nice.
So if any of you out there mocked a receiver to the Cowboys, no.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
Good.
Not
Jordan Tyson
anymore.
will not be a Dallas
It's not
Cowboy.
happening.
Good. That makes me a lot better going into tonight. Anyway.
Yeah, if you franchise tag Pickens and you already have CeeDee Lamb, you're actually dumb if you take another receiver.
C.J. Allen. I
CJ
like
Allen
it.
of the Rams.
He's a green dot player. He's
Well,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at what they got from. I know CJ Allen is not quite, the same type of player, but look what the Rams got from Jared Verse, and look at what they've gotten from some other young players on their defense. They've done a phenomenal job retooling that defense. You think about some of the other guys they got: Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner. They've done a phenomenal job with those front seven defensively. Obviously, they made the trade for Trent McDuffie. I think the Rams might be scary next year. Stafford's
pair
last
him with
hurrah.
Landman too. That's a pretty solid
Yeah.
interior
Yeah, and-
linebacker duo.
I mean, you pick up the extra second-round pick from Pittsburgh to go
Yep.
address O-line later in the
Mhm.
class,
Yeah.
and maybe even pick up another wide receiver if you wanted to. I think it's a great pick. I had them trading back and getting Casey Concepcion, which I
That
thought
makes
was
sense.
interesting, but
Yeah.
they love him, so I don't know. But yeah, I think C.J. Allen's an awesome pick there.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. And I'm glad to see an Auburn guy go ahead of a Georgia guy.
I think I'm about to make things weird, guys.
All right, make things weird. To pick in,
Uh,
or to trade in.
this is another one. I think this one's gonna be the first pick where I lean more towards what I would do. The pick is in. With the 22nd pick in the NFL draft, the Carolina Panthers select Peter Woods, D
Okay.
lineman,
Wow.
Yeah.
Clemson.
Okay.
When I saw that
That's
that
not a bad
Carolina
pick at
was
all,
up, I was like, you know what?
Wow.
Maybe we just go with the Southern guy. I was gonna be Caden McDonald until it wasn't.
I think that's a good pick for them, though.
Yeah.
I think Peter Woods is very underrated. I think he suffered from just Clemson being bad.
Yeah.
And I think
Mhm.
it's the same with TJ Parker. So I think that they're both going to do good things wherever they go. Hopefully TJ Parker goes to in the first round. That'd be good to see cuz I'm big fans of both of them. If I had like a my guys list, those two would be on it. So I think they're really good.
That would be a good pick for them. I think that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, I agree. I
The
agree.
Evil
Yeah.
Empire's up next.
Eagles
Oh,
are
yeah.
up. Eagles are up. I am up. I have some thoughts, but I think I've seen this mocked way too many times, and it makes way too much sense for what they need. So the pick is in. So my fault. With the 23rd pick, the Eagles take Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Uh,
I get that.
I think it makes a lot of sense. You lose Blankenship in free agency. Makuba
Yeah.
looked good last year, who I was really high on. Makuba looks to be a guy
Yeah.
that can start. Cindy Brown doesn't look to be a guy that can start. So, take a guy like McNeil Warren, who can kind of be your guy that can do everything. He's a bit unpolished, but
Hmm.
I, yeah, I think it'd be a good pick. You have a guy that could probably start on your defense almost immediately. I think he beats out Cindy Brown, and Makuba is capable of playing deep safety, which would allow McNeil Warren to play in the box, which is where he excels. Um, I'm high on him. That would be the pick for me if he makes it to 26 for the Bills. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
I think it makes sense. It's a position of need, and I've seen the Omar Cooper thing a lot. Uh, I like that. I almost went Concepcion just because I like the ability to,
Mhm.
think about throwing the ball over the middle with him. But nonetheless, I take EMW.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick for them. So
I like it.
the Browns are
Unfortunately.
on the clock with their second pick of the night for
Yes.
this one. With their first pick earlier in the draft, they took Carnell Tate at 6. And the pick is in for Cleveland. So with the 24th pick, the Cleveland Browns select Caden Proctor,
Love it.
tackle from Alabama.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's Cleveland's A plus in my opinion. That's a
Yeah,
great
again, you
draft.
can probably make the argument that, between him and Blake Miller, it's probably pretty close. But I think they go with Proctor.
I just think Proctor's more. I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
Proctor isn't even around at pick 20 tonight.
They're not,
So,
they're not going to let the failed Jedrick Wills experiment
Yeah.
get to him.
No, don't. You take
Yeah.
like this guy's
Absolutely.
upside is crazy. And
Yeah.
you invested a lot in the O line, but you left that tackle spot open for a reason.
Right.
So show us that reason, I guess. You know what I mean?
You're up, Jack.
I am up. I'm gonna make Mitch's job harder.
Oh no.
The pick is in.
Oh, thank God.
With the 25th pick in the NFL draft, the Chicago Bears take Caden McDonald, defensive
Wow.
lineman.
Okay, that
Ohio
was gonna
State.
be my pick.
Oh,
He
I
was
like
gonna
it.
be a Bill. He thought he was going to Buffalo,
Yeah.
and then Emmanuel McNeil Warren went at 23.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I like that pick for them. They need interior D line. He is
interesting.
an interior D lineman.
I like it. If I was them, I would have gone a slightly different way, but I
What were you
understand
gonna
it.
do?
I mean, I love Akeem Mesidor.
That's true.
I
He's
do.
falling. He's
I
falling.
love Mesidor.
Maybe the fall ends here.
Even
No,
though
I'm just
he's
kidding.
an out, even though he's an edge, not necessarily like an interior D line, I think Mesidor's really good.
Yeah.
I know there's some concerns there with like injuries and stuff, and plus he's an older prospect.
He's
25.
25. Yeah.
Yeah, but the talent is there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
Cade McDonald of the Bears. All right,
Are
I'm
we
on the
gonna do
clock.
classic
back to
Bills
back
trade back?
cadence.
The classic Bills trade down.
Wouldn't be surprised.
You see,
How ironic would it be if you just didn't pick with them in this draft?
it would make a lot of sense. It would make.
What
a
are they
going to
miss their pick or something? Is it going to be like the? They're going to. Brandon Beane's going to be too busy watching the Sabers.
Understandably so.
They
to
should be over
honest.
by then,
I
though.
mean,
Probably. I mean, the Sabers game starts at 7. So
Yeah.
The Bills are gonna post on Instagram about their first round pick, and everyone's gonna be like, "Who's this guy?
Who's
when
this?
When did this happen?
Yeah. what's
Yeah.
This?
That's
The
what I'm gonna
draft
do.
was last night.
That's what I'm going to do. That's going to be me tonight. I'm going to be like, oh, okay.
All right. Pick is in. The slide ends here. Akeem Mesidor.
Oh!
I know it made you mad. I
To
know
the
you didn't
Buffalo
wanna do
Bills.
it.
Here's what I'll say about this. He has not been on my radar. I don't know much about him. I do not expect this slide to happen, and that's why it kind of caught me off guard. I don't know much about him, but I mean, you got to keep experimenting with edge rushers and hope one of
Yeah.
them works out. He's a guy that looks like he can play in a 3-4.
Yeah.
He has the ability to line up outside the tackle, but he'll also kind of like technically would be a defensive end, so he'd be on like head up on the tackle almost, or maybe inside shoulder of the tackle. So, yeah, I mean, you also add to a massive group of guys if you put out, a front five of
Gosh, him and Russo.
Russo, Deion Walker,
Yes.
and then you have Oliver, Messidor, and Chubb out there. Like
That's a good group.
Man alive.
It's
And-
It better
it's
be.
a lot of
And in
size
Buffalo,
to
the
take up.
age doesn't concern you because you're
No, you're
your
trying to
window's
win
right
now. Yeah.
Josh Allen's
So-
not getting younger. He's
Yeah.
30. So
If the board fell this way and if Buffalo did go with Mesidor at 26, I would be ecstatic. I'd be
yeah,
thrilled.
I think it'd be
I
a
would
good
love
pick.
that pick.
I honestly, I thought for half a second about Avion Terrell.
I thought you were going to go with Concepcion.
No, I'm not.
That was my thought.
Nah, I don't trust him to play outside, and I think Shakir's good enough to hold the fort
Yeah.
down. And if one of
Makes
the
sense.
big three drops, I
Yeah,
would take one of
I
them.
think
Like
you
if
can get
Tyson-
quality receivers later in the draft.
Yeah, I like
You can get, there's some good ones on day 2.
if the Bills like were to trade back, I would
Yeah.
love the idea. Skylar Bell might be.
Yeah, I think Skylar
number
Bell's
2.
very good.
He might be my number 2 behind Thieneman in terms of prospects that I like. But yeah, I mean this would be a good pick for the Bills. I think he can come in and he doesn't have to be a game-changing guy.
Yeah, he just
signed-
has to be
they
solid,
signed
you know.
Chubb, yeah, and you have
Yeah.
a guy that can be
Yeah.
rotational, make a couple big plays. You know, you hope he can be serviceable in the run defense. He has a pretty good run grade on PFF. So, yeah, I think this would be a good pick. I didn't expect him to slide this much, so that's why I was kind of caught off guard. But
Yeah, it just
there we go.
happened the way it fell. I also didn't think he was going to drop that far.
yeah, no,
Who's up next? Is it me? Yeah, it is.
is you.
Okay. So the 49ers on the clock. This is actually interesting because I would not be surprised to see a potential trade down, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I do, no, I think the pick is in.
Oh boy,
This is an area where I would not be surprised to see the Niners trade down.
Yep.
But with the 27th pick, the San Francisco 49ers select Blake Miller, tackle
Good.
from Clemson.
Yeah.
okay,
I think that's the smart pick. I think they go back and forth. They might trade down, but I think it makes sense to support that O-line.
Yeah,
The
I
only-
agree.
the only kind of thing I have with him is he played at almost exclusively right tackle at Clemson.
Yeah.
So they have a right tackle signed for I want to say he's on a 3-year deal. So
Yeah.
he can be a swing tackle, and maybe you have him learn behind Trent Williams for a year or two. That's my only thing. I think he can be a very good player. It's just he probably doesn't see the field for a year or two.
Can he
Yeah,
work
I think
inside?
that's the thing. I think your idea there is probably you either see if he can play inside or have
mean,
him pegged as your replacement and waiting for Trent Williams.
Yeah, I mean he's
Yeah.
6'6", 315.
Yeah.
That'd be a big guard.
That
But-
would be a massive guard.
I mean, yeah, maybe you do experiment, see if he can play inside, but also if he sits for a year or two, I don't know who else you could take right now. That would be maybe you take T.J. Parker, but
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. There's been worse picks. I wasn't making fun of your pick. I'm just saying.
Thanks.
Hand up. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, I think it's just, and that's why I went back and forth between taking Miller then maybe trading down. I would not be surprised if they traded out of the first round.
Yeah. All right, Jack.
Yeah.
The Houston
and,
Texans are on the
The
board.
pick is in.
Okay.
With the 28th pick in the NFL draft, the Houston Texans select Emmanuel Pregnon. guard,
Yeah, I
guard.
like it. I like it. I had
Makes
that in
sense.
one of my
It was going to be
mocks.
him or Bazantis. It was,
That makes
Bazantis
sense.
from A&M, because I think that they need guard, and I think that 28 is the sweet spot for that. Because
Yeah.
you aren't going to have, they have a ton of seconds to do that, but why not just get your guy at a position that nobody else is taking?
Sure. Yeah.
I almost wanted to see how far Vega would fall, and I did see about Houston trading up with Carolina because they have so much capital to make it happen.
Yeah.
But I think that Pregnon is the right move to stick and pick and then address all these other positions down the board. I also didn't want to take my third D tackle in a row, even though I was heavily considering Caleb Banks.
I like the Pregnon pick, but I do like the idea of Banks on that defense. Just
Yeah.
seems so scary.
I agree.
That would be
The defense
horrifying.
that's already terrifying. You have two great edge rushers, and you throw
Yeah.
in a guy that's 6'6".
Yeah.
6'6", 330.
Yeah, that's just not.
Yeah.
That will not be fun to block.
No, I think the Pregnon pick makes sense because again they have a very scary defense. The offensive line is, there's some question marks there in front of C.J. Stroud, who did not have a good sophomore season, and so yeah,
Yeah, I
There's a
agree.
spider in here.
Oh, jeez.
but it's far away, so I'm good for right
I
now.
thought you were just
You're
yawning or
trapped in
something.
there, man.
Yeah, I had him again. Like I said, I had him in a mock draft. I want to say volume 2, and the thing I wrote was the Texans had to start building their offensive line at some point, right?
Yes,
Like
they
at some
absolutely
point,
do.
you can't keep trading away your only serviceable lineman for third-round picks.
Right. I mean, you've invested a lot in your defense, and look at where it's got to. That defense is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to start building up the offense because you've got a guy who, was your franchise quarterback, and you've got to protect him.
And you're like outside of your offensive line, your offense should be okay with that. With as good of a defense as
Yeah.
you had, you have Nico Collins. You have the 2 Iowa State receivers you took last year, Jalen Noel, and I should know this. Or the tall one and the short one. Noel, the short one. Dang it.
Yeah. No, I get it. But yeah, I mean, you've got you've got some good receivers for him to throw to. Obviously, headlined by Nico Collins, but
I'm going to bring this back up because I just thought about this. And I'm switching the subject completely, but before we move on, and it's not my pick anymore. How insane is it that of all the players to not hold out for a new contract, George Pickens
It
signed
is,
for
yeah.
10?
That did surprise me
Yeah.
a lot.
Good for him.
yeah,
Wow.
Surprised me.
yeah, that's
Sorry,
noble of him.
that's all I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
like I've seen so many people hold out for
Oh,
less reason than he
yeah.
has. Like
Mhm.
he has a reason to hold out. He just had his best year ever.
Yeah.
And Dallas was like, "We need to see more." He was like, "Okay, I'll show you more."
And
Yeah.
if he shows him more, he's going to be the highest paid receiver in NFL history next year.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah. No, we will probably end up forking over about 10 million more than we would have right now. But he'll be here, so we'll pretend to be happy. Anyway.
You got him for a year.
Anyway, the Chiefs are on the clock. That's who is on the clock. I'm trying to figure something out
Is
here.
that Matt?
No, that's you, Mitch.
Oh,
It
Mitch
is
you.
me. I'm between a couple players here. I pondered a trade back, but I think I'm gonna do it. The pick is in. So okay. So at 29, the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna take an interesting name that I'm gonna mess up. Out of Arizona State, Max Ihanuchor. I want to say that's how you
Wow.
say it. You
It's I believe it's Ian Atcher, I think.
Is it
but-
something
Yeah.
like Ionok
It's
or
close.
something like that? But
So
the
the-
tackle from Arizona State, yes.
yes, Max.
Max.
So you could go weapon here. You know, there's Denzel Boston, Concepcion still on the board. You could take, a guy in edge rusher like Parker Howell, or Caleb Banks is also there. But the people are very, very high on Max, and rightfully so. He's an athletic freak. He only started playing football like 4 years ago, and you need a tackle. You need someone to protect Mahomes. Maybe he can be that guy. I also wouldn't hate a trade back here, like I said, if I was the Chiefs, and maybe pick up a extra third-round pick or something. But yeah, I feel like they're in a tough spot. There's really no one that fell that you would love to get. Terrell is a good player, but you already took a corner. You could take 2. You lost 2. You could take 2, but I doubt they'd do it. So kind of in a tough spot, and I decided to have some fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think
I think it
it's-
makes sense.
I think it's solid. I probably would have gone wide receiver, or I do recognize that Delane was taken, but I mean Terrell's fall
Mm-hmm.
hopefully ends pretty soon. But yeah, I think it's a solid pick, and I see your vision. I see what you're saying.
All right, Matt, you're on the board with your last pick of the draft.
Yes. So again, another one that I kind of went back and forth on, but I think I've got it. The pick is in. We talked earlier about this being a big time need for this team. Again, the Dolphins on the clock with their second pick. They took Francis Mauigoa? Yeah.
Mhm.
My mic was off. I think it's like an
Yeah.
Ent. Maui Noah. I want
Maui Noah, something like that. They took him at 11. With the 30th pick, the Miami Dolphins are going to be selecting Denzel Boston, receiver
Okay.
from
I like
Washington.
it.
Yeah.
I really went back and forth between Boston and Concepcion here.
Yeah,
The only reason I went with Boston is because of his size.
yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
it's a big target.
Yeah, and Tua needs that.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think it's
Or they don't have two anymore.
Not
What
two.
am I doing?
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis.
Malik
who-
Willis, yeah.
who does need that.
Well, yeah, and I thought about, Casey Concepcion has very good speed, but, I don't know. I almost think that Denzel Boston, again, with his size, he's 6'4". I think that is maybe a little bit more enticing for Miami. Wouldn't be surprised if they went with Concepcion if this is the way the draft fell. Wouldn't be surprised if Concepcion was gone by 32.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see him going in the late 20s easily.
I would have liked Terrell here for them too, but I understand the receiver
Yeah.
need.
I think the receiver, and I think Terrell would have been a very good pick for them.
Yeah.
I just think the receiver need is so glaring
Mm-hmm.
that they pass up on Terrell and they go with Boston.
All right, Jack, you're up.
I'm gonna make a trade,
Oh,
and it's not the trade that you think's coming. I'm gonna leave that up to Mitch on whether or not he wants to do that. I'm gonna make. We touched on it earlier. The Patriots are in a desperate spot here. But actually, wait. You said Mike Vrabel's speaking before the draft tonight, right?
Yeah.
yes, supposedly.
Never mind. They're not desperate anymore. They're
What?
actually going to stick and pick.
Well,
I
you can still
forgot.
make the trade.
I
You can
was-
still make the trade.
Well, I don't. You know what? I'll make the trade because I wasn't going to do it, but Arizona is going to move up.
I hate you so much.
Okay.
I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it.
Arizona's going to move up. It's only going to cost them 34 and 104 for a shot at the franchise.
For a shot at the
For
franchise.
a shot at the future of the franchise.
I love it.
Get excited, Arizona, because you're
Or
trading
not.
up
It's
to
completely okay
31,
if you're not.
and you're taking Taylon Green. No, Ty Simpson out of Alabama.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry,
mean,
I didn't do the pick again. But
Goodness
nobody's excited
gracious.
yeah,
about
come
this
on,
pick.
dude.
Nobody's excited about this pick, man. Ty Simpson, Alabama. Let everybody move on from the Ty Simpson hype. This is a horrible selection,
Oh, no, I'm not a fan.
and I only did it so that Mitch wouldn't have an easy option at 32.
I was so excited to do it.
I don't know if they'd want to do it with a division rival though.
Yeah, but like it doesn't matter. Hey, you guys have to take Ty Simpson. Have fun. Knock
Yeah.
yourself out, kid.
Yeah, as an Auburn fan who hate watches his fair share of Bama games, I can tell you firsthand, Ty Simpson is not that good.
The bad just outweighs the good.
He's
so
not that good.
much.
It's not like it was with some of their other quarterbacks where it's like, okay, yes, they're playing in a great system, but they themselves are pretty good. It's not like
Watch him light it up.
He's just I don't
But
think
yeah,
I
maybe
don't
he
think he's
does.
good.
Dude revives Marvin Harrison Jr.'s career.
I really don't think he's that good. It's not like it was with like he doesn't make the plays that like Bryce Young could make or that Tua could make or that Jalen Hurts could make. He reminds me of a less talented Mac Jones at Bama.
He seems like he gets so out of sorts so quickly.
Yeah, he's not that good. Bama was not that good last year. They weren't. They haven't been in the last couple of years.
Oh, an interesting. Wait, sorry guys.
I thought that was a reaction to me saying Bama hasn't been that good the last few years.
No, someone's saying that they did it to trade him. Pickens. He signed the tag so that he's eligible to be traded tonight.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That would change everything. Because then that
Tenth
question is,
overall
all right,
pick
if
for
they're looking to
George
trade him,
Pickens.
who is going for him?
The Jets, Kansas
Tenth overall
City.
pick.
I swear if Kansas City,
Oh, that would ruin my
Bills?
day.
I swear the Bills cannot afford him.
Would you do 9 for George Pickens straight up?
I would do any pick above 20 for George Pickens straight up,
All right.
because then you can grab.
That's true. You can
I
get a
really
very
like
good young
Concepcion,
receiver.
So really, any pick in the top 30, and
Yeah, I mean, you figure if they if let's say they were to trade him to the Chiefs for 9, you could get like there's a potential where you could maybe get like Mekhi Lemon at 9 or something like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Tate.
or Tate,
Yeah. Who
or
knows?
Jordan Tyson.
it
Why
might
not?
be Jordan Tyson at 12 if you trade him. It
Take
could.
Elijah Surratt with
I
a top
just
10
think
pick.
it's so interesting because that adds a whole new level to it. If he signs it, that means he has to show up to camp Monday. He can't
That'll be
hold
fun.
out, or not camp Monday, but you know what I mean. He has
Yeah, I
to
get you.
participate.
Yeah.
So it's either he's participating or he's leaving.
Interesting.
And there was a report that came out earlier today that said that Jerry and Pickens' agent had a progressive conversation. That
Hmm.
was
I did see
cordial.
that.
which makes me think that he's going to play.
He might. It might be they might explore options for a trade, but they might have it be like, all right, we're going to have the trade on the table, but our asking price is going to be so high because we're probably not going to trade him. But if someone offers us something crazy, then we'll take it, which I don't think anyone would offer him anything crazy, again, because
Both
you don't have him
picks
locked
of the
up.
Miami Dolphins.
Oh, you know what? That'd be kind
Both
of
of their
funny.
first-round picks.
That'd be kind of funny.
Could be interesting.
That'd be hilarious. I would love that.
Could be
by the way.
interesting.
Yeah,
I love
11 and
Pickens, but
30.
2 first-round picks would be
Mhm.
insane.
That would be good. That would be a good deal. I would take that if I was Dallas.
Ending off
Sorry,
the draft.
Interesting
The pick
piece
is
to
in.
talk about.
Ending off the first round. I love this pick. Seahawks take Avion Terrell.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have to if he falls to them.
They lose Tariq Woolen. In free agency, you get a guy that can come in and just not be him, but you have a guy that can start at corner almost immediately. He was great at Clemson. I think it makes a lot of sense. I've been liking the idea of like TJ Parker there. I also hate the they should take a running back at 32. No,
I
No.
disagree.
That's an
There's not a
awful
running back that's
idea.
even close to worth it.
awful idea. Yeah, I think Avion Terrell would be good. Again, I wouldn't hate the idea of TJ Parker, or I would like Peter Woods here if he ends up sliding. I've seen him like sliding to 32. So
Yeah.
Woods, I feel like would be a good, thing because Jaron Reed is old. Leonard Williams
He
has
is.
1 year left on his contract, so you're gonna have to move on at some point, especially with the JSN and Witherspoon contracts kicking in. So, but yeah, I think Avion Terrell is a great pick. It's a position of need. It's also probably the best player on the board.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else that we want to say before we sign off?
Excellent draft, guys.
Yeah,
good
I
draft.
think
That was a good
a
draft.
really good first round. There's some interesting players who will fall to day 2, I think. But I think it is a pretty straightforward, makes sense for the first round. There's some late round, or there's some day 2 players who I'm really interested in for Buffalo.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Enjoy the draft tonight, and go
Yes.
Sabres.
Go Sabres.
Go Sabres.
Go Yankees.
No,
I'm
no,
plugging.
no,
I'm doing it.
no. All right. Have a good one.